Now, in the meantime, the UK has decided that Egypt is a good country to partner with, and they have set up the UK-Egypt Strategic Partnership on this. It's a fully fledged partnership, so we've got to be very excited about it. It establishes a fully fledged partnership which brings technical knowledge. It brings together government bodies and industry representatives to build infrastructure projects. It furthers commercial opportunities. It's all fantastic stuff. Well, it was signed in Cairo last week. The key point here is that it builds upon, I'm going to use their words here, it builds upon the UK and Egypt's commitment to the UN Sustainable Development Goals and action on climate change. In November 2022, they say Egypt, as COP27 president, developed the Sustainable Urban Resilience for the Next Generation initiative in collaboration with the UN. And therefore, this initiative is committed to achieving sustainable and resilient urban cities, which the UK and Egypt are dedicated to delivering via this memorandum of understanding. Now, I'm not quite sure why they needed to define this as urban cities. I'm not aware of any other kind of cities, but anyway, okay, that's what they had to say. But this next announcement from the UK government was particularly interesting. This is EarthCARE. This is a joint UK, EU, Japan initiative. It's a satellite, as you can see. And the EarthCARE stands for Earth Color, Aerosol and Radiation Explorer. Earth Cloud, Aerosol and Radiation Explorer. So apologies for the typo. And so basically, what are they saying about this? This mission should lead to more reliable climate predictions, apparently. It's going to address the need for better understanding of the interactions between cloud, radiative and aerosol processes that play a role in climate regulation. It's focused on research missions dedicated to specific aspects of our planet's environment, carrying on board leading-edge technologies with the overall emphasis on learning more about the interactions between components and the impact of human activity is having on natural processes. So, I mean, we must applaud that.
Well, I'd rather not.
Okay, didn't think so. Yeah,
I'd rather not on this occasion.
But it gets better because the UK is the first major economy, they claim, to report halving emissions since 1990. So there's the graph that they pushed out. This is more exciting news. I don't know why you're not excited about this.
Well, I was just going to say, is it a coincidence that we have no industrial base to support the armed forces? Why has this base been cut? We're now starting to see possible policies that explain what's actually taken place.
This is absolutely right. And actually, on the EU side of the channel, they have just recognized, or in fact, they're celebrating the fact that they have cut their industrial base by a significant margin. I can't remember the percentage off the top of my head. And therefore, they're well on their way to meeting their net zero policies. But if we pop that one back for a second, you can see the UK compared to the other major economies there. They're particularly worried that the UK is one of only a few countries where emissions are falling. But let's bring the graph on screen here. Reductions in CO2 emissions among G20 countries since 2010. And this is the source for this is apparently Global Carbon Atlas. So they produced a nice little graph here, which shows how well the UK is doing. Well, you can see that, well, according to that, well, this, of course, is from 2020. From 2010. And they were talking about a longer period of time. But since 2010, it looks like we've reduced our carbon emissions, according to the government at least, or according to Global Carbon Atlas, by what's that, about 38%. So that's pretty exciting. We should all be celebrating this. I mean, we are witnessing the shutdown of our industries. We no longer have a steel industry in the UK as a result of this policy. ULEZ, of course, fantastic policy. I hope everybody's appreciating the sarcasm in what I'm saying here. But, you know, this is the outcome, and this is what is driving so much of the effects on our lives of what government is doing. It's all net zero that's at the back of it.
Yeah, Agenda 2030, net zero, all part of the same library. And of course, Sandy Adams, who will be with us on Wednesday, has been talking about this subject for a great many years, exposing it